What has the better deals or sales? Amazon or Vinegar Syndrome's halfway to Black Friday sale? Today, we're talking the hottest physical media deals and sales happening online. We're talking both Amazon and Vinegar Syndrome's halfway to Black Friday sale. So, a lot of great deals and discounts here on 4Ks and Blu-rays. I'm going to go over some top choices here. So, this is fantastic because some of these sales and limited deals are running out. So this is going to be a recording here as of May 25th, 2025, around 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so we're talking them bangers here to save you guys some money on your collecting journey. If you love collecting any kind of physical media, whether it's 4K, Blu-ray, boutique studio titles, steelbooks, slipcovers, you are in the right spot, my friend. Go ahead and make a blockbuster that like and subscribe and leave in the comments below what deals and sales you're picking up on. But let's save you some money here and let's get into the list of banga banga. So starting off with jumping into the Amazon deals, we got some great steelbooks here. First up, we got Get Out and Us double feature. Limited edition steelbook. You get the 4K and Blu-ray here, so you're covered whatever format you pick up, and you even get the digital. Limited time deal, 24% off. $25.99. That's a fantastic deal. You never see that on 4K steelbooks anymore. And these are two awesome kind of horror thriller movies by Jordan Peele. I find both of them very fascinating and really just intense, kind of edge of your seat at moments. So I highly recommend both of those. Great titles if you're into the horror thriller genre. Once again, a steelbook price like that, you just can't beat these days. All right, next up, another great steelbook price. We're going to have Rocky Balboa, theatrical and director's cut on 4K and Blu-ray. Once again, you're covered either format you collect there and the digital. Steelbook limited time deal here, $24.99, 38% off. Now, I absolutely love this movie. The Rocky Creed franchise is just some of my favorite movies of all time. I rewatch this franchise more times than any other franchise in my collection. And Rocky Balboa, oh my gosh, that's one of the best out of the Rocky movies, in my opinion. But you got the theatrical, got the director's cut. I didn't even know there was a director's cut. So that's really cool. I do want to see that one in 4K. So I'm very tempted to pick that one up right there just for that. But yeah, these Rocky Steelbooks, great price for that. Wasn't expecting it to get that low and still be in stock. So that is awesome. Once again, super inspirational sports movie, so emotional. I highly recommend that one just to anybody. You love film, you gotta check out Rocky Balboa. Just so good. All right, speaking of loving film, got to talk up next about Anora from the Criterion Collection. Now, this one is just the Blu-ray here, I believe. Okay, Blu-ray, but 37% off already. 25.33, so you don't even have to wait for the Criterion sale. Maybe it does get cheaper than that by $5 or so bucks, but if you need it now, there you go. It's at a little bit of a discount, and I actually really liked Anora. It became the Best Picture winner. It's almost like a Pretty Woman, but of course, a little bit more graphic, I guess you could say. So don't watch it around, the family. But I thought it was really a heartfelt, emotional story at certain points, and I just thought it was a well-made film with the directing and the editing and the acting performances. I mean, Mikey Madison's so good in the role. So I just recommend that one if you love film. Gotta at least check that one out. Hopefully, Criterion has those great special features in there. But I know I'm going to be picking up this one at some point just because I really enjoyed this one. Next up, we're going to have Air Force One on 4K Blu-ray and digital. Once again, you're covered with those formats right there. 55% off at $17.59. Once again, good Memorial Day kind of movie. But yeah, Harrison Ford just in the lead role. He is awesome. He's fantastic. So yeah, I really like this one. I think isn't it Gary Oldman as a villain in this one too, if I'm not mistaken? But it's action, thriller, very intense, edge of your seat. Get off my plane. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. Really, really like that one. I mean, it's one of my top favorite thrilling movies of all time now. And I love the steelbook. I mean, with the reds and the blues, it looks like a beautiful steelbook right there. So really good price on that one if you haven't picked it up yet. All right, next up, another good Memorial Day title, American Sniper, 4K digital steelbook. So no Blu-ray, unfortunately, but a limited time deal, 58% off at $16.99. I think this is a great kind of war movie. It's based on a true story of this person that was, I guess, well known for what he did in the military. And so, yeah, really heartfelt, emotional story there. Very informative as well, but also, entertaining from a war movie perspective. Bradley Cooper just did a great job with his performance there and really kind of transformed for the role. So, yeah, I have this movie on Blu ray, but hey, I'm kind of even tempted by that 4K price right there because I think, based on the setting locations, you could do a lot with the 4K. So maybe I'll check that one out also on that format in the future. Next up, one I did lock in the pre order for is When Evil Lurks on 4K. 51% off, 16.99. I did not pick up the Blu-ray. I heard phenomenal things about this movie. Great, audience and critic scores. But that under that 17 price point, I couldn't resist. I didn't get the Blu-ray, so I'm like, oh wow, cool. I waited. Now I can get the 4K at a really cheap price. I mean, you don't really see brand new 4Ks under $17 much anymore. So that alone just got me so tempted. And with hearing such great things about that horror movie, I'm, a big horror fan. So I just have to see that one. So happy to get it for that good price. Now, this next one is for sure the deal of the day if it is still around. I don't know how long this one is going to stay this price because I think they made a mistake on this price listing. So check, see if it's in stock. If it is, you got super lucky. If it's not this price anymore, sorry. But oh my gosh, check this out. To Catch a Thief on 4K Steelbook and digital. Not even out yet. This is like a pre-order steelbook. Already was listed as of this recording. Once again, 53% off at $13.99. So I was able to lock in that pre-order deal under 14 bucks for a brand new 4K steelbook. Yes, it's an old classic movie, but I really like this one. Oh my gosh. It's an Alfred Hitchcock title. It feels like a 007 James Bond movie. Really intense, but come on, the actors here. Ooh, yes. Cary Grant and Grace Kelly, I believe, really good. Love their chemistry in this movie. So yeah, just once again, to me, when I watched it on the Blu-ray for Paramount Presents, I'm like, this just feels like a Hitchcock James Bond kind of movie, and so I quite enjoyed it. I'm sure the locales are going to look beautiful in 4K, so I was happy to pay this super cheap price to now upgrade it to the 4K steelbook because I didn't get the 4K Paramount Presents one because it was the same, art, same, kind of slipcover as the Blu-ray. But hey, now I got some different artwork and a new steelbook. So that's very, very cool. Like I said, deal of the day if that price stays the same. Once again, I will be shocked if it is, but maybe you just got lucky like I did. Next up, we're going to have The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, 48% off, 13.99, of course, starring Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. But I had to lock in this pre-order price too because I'm just like, this looks like a fun movie for the whole family. And sometimes I just want to pick up a good family movie, something I can watch with my daughter. And this just looked like a really good one. I went to the theaters, but not to my local theater. So I had no time to drive out farther to see it. And it was in theaters such a short time for the limited release it had. But the trailer looked like it was really funny. So if you're into Looney Tunes, I would definitely consider it at that price. I mean, that's just a good, kind of a new Blu-ray price right there. And next up, one that is another deal that's super shocking. Wow. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil Steelbook on Blu-ray, 65% off, 8.98, under $9 for a steelbook Blu-ray. That's a great price. And I just bought that one when it was like $3 or $4 more a week or two ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have waited a couple weeks. I got this under $9, but that's okay. The movie was awesome. It was a blind buy, but it's like a dark comedy horror movie. So definitely the blood and gore in there, of course, but like a dark comedic style. It kind of twists the genre. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting how they, kind of like change perspectives in it, and the story. And once again, it's very silly, but if you're into, like I said, dark comedies, horror slasher movies, a good combination of the both there, I would check that one out. And once again, what do you have to lose under that like $9 price range, especially for that steelbook design alone? I mean, that's a cool design for that movie. Really like that steelbook, and it pops in person too. Kind of has a shine to it. All right, next up, we got The Longest Yard, from 2005, so the remake one on Blu-ray, 42% off, $8.16. I did enjoy this movie when I saw it way back when in theaters. Adam Sandler title. comedy, silly in moments, but it had some heart in some moments too. But football, of course. So yeah, if you like kind of, I guess, sports comedies, you would say Adam Sandler, then there you go. Once again, not a bad price for a Blu-ray right there. But that is the best Amazon deals going on right now. Let's talk about now Vinegar Syndrome, because normally I don't collect a ton of Vinegar Syndrome because usually it's super expensive and you're paying for a lot of the packaging at certain points. But this sale is incredible. I will give them credit where credit is due. There are a ton of titles on here I was super tempted by. I mean, I could have, spent like 300, $500 here for all these amazing titles they have on sale. But I was very selective and I picked up three titles that I'm going to recommend to you because it's just awesome what they're doing with these. So they're actually doing these like new slip covers for these 4K movies that were previously released. Of course, their original, I guess, um, if they had original slip covers probably sold out or whatever, or maybe they were in boxes or different things like that. But now they're back again here in stock, and they have new like limited edition kind of looking slip covers. So it's just cool that they did different slip covers for these. So that caught my attention. But then also the movies looked awesome. So the three I picked up is Showgirls. And I did actually see this movie, I think, on Tubi. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see the upgrade in quality here because I actually really like the movie. Yeah, very adult kind of movie, but actually has some heart and emotion to it. Kind of almost like an Anora reminds me of too. So Showgirls in 4K with this cool looking new slipcover, 22.49 on these. Love that deal. Great price for Vinegar Syndrome 4Ks. Next up, I had to pick up From Beyond because I believe this one was out of stock, but now back in stock with a new slipcover. Slipcover looks super creepy and stuff. Um, it's a HP Lovecraft title, I believe, right? That book kind of series, if I'm not mistaken. But From Beyond, I looked up the trailer, so this was a blind buy for me. Once again, looked like sci-fi horror, did look kind of creepy, but I'm like, you know what? I bet you this looks great in 4K, and I just want to check it out. Just kind of caught my attention with the trailer. I'm like, I want to see more, and that's definitely what a trailer is supposed to do. So I'm like, heck, once again, 22.49. Let's go with that limited edition slipcover. Now is the time if I'm ever going to get this one. And then also, similar to that, got to go another horror title, that Amityville Horror, right? Classic movie. Once again, this new limited edition slipcover, which out of the slipcovers that I'm talking about here, probably my least favorite. This one's a little bit more plain, but still you get, a nice, a slipcover. Awesome. I'll take that. Once again, 22.49. But the trailer, once again, made me want to see more, kind of that creepy possession, almost kind of horror movie style, I guess, more of a haunted house type of movie, kind of like a Conjuring, right? That's how it felt. But yeah, I will definitely take a look at that because I want to see more classic horror. And like I said, the trailer kind of sold me on it. And this slipcover, this price, 4K, let's go for it. Let's blind buy. I've heard good things about this one too. So I'm going to check that out. But there were so many good deals on here. And I believe this one ends Monday, right? As of this recording coming out. So I think you have till the end of Monday night. I hope I'm right on that. I hope you guys didn't miss out on this sale. But yeah, lots of good stuff on there. A lot of good stuff that I was really, really tempted by. But I just went with a few there. But there you go. Those are the best deals and sales happening now as of this recording. If you do decide to get any of those Amazon titles, please go through an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. Definitely gives me some credit to my channel. So I greatly appreciate you for doing that because it don't cost you anything extra. And if you haven't already and you love saving money as you collect on your physical media journey, please go ahead and mega blockbust that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite title that was on sale or a great deal. And of course, have an awesome time watching and talking them movies, my friends. And another great way to help the channel, if you love this physical media topic, is clicking another video, watching it all the way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.